Hi everybody and welcome to Open Source Tonight. Today I want to show you an open source media player that you can use on your computer, hook it up to a TV and treat it like your own little open source set-top box, like a Roku box. Let's go take a look at Kodi. This right here is Kodi, and it is spelled K-O-D-I, and you can use this to watch TV on Linux. For example, if you've got some videos on a drive, like I do here, you could select the drive. This has archives of all my previous videos. So if we click on that, and then we just do... All right, and that should be playing now. There we go. And I'll go ahead and exit that, but you can see it should have been playing there. So there's a bunch of different things we can do. For example, we can look at weather here. You can see if you pay attention, it's actually going over the video in the background. It's pretty cool. So I could select here, let's say San Francisco. Oof, San Francisco's cold tonight. I don't like that. All right, so as you can see, we can hit play, and as far as the video player goes, we can just move around. I can click on information here. None not available. We can pull up subtitles, which there is none either. And, if we had a subtitle, we could maybe browse for subtitle here. Let's just look at this. This isn't finalized captions because this is coming from DaVinci and I hand edit it. But now, in theory, if we turn the information box off and hit play, let's just see what it does. Okay, and we don't see any captions. Maybe go back to the beginning. Nope. All right, so I'm not really sure what do I have to hit this again? Enable captions, yeah. I don't know what his problem is. Anyway, that's okay. We can go ahead and we can hit, let's see, what is it, escape a couple times. There we go. We can exit full screen. Oh, no, that just goes back to the video. Okay, how do I... Kodi experts are now laughing at how I'm making this complicated. Let's just hit the stop button. I guess that would probably do it. I'm just trying to get out of the video. There we go. All right, so anyway, we've got a bunch of different things here. We can look at the settings, and we can look at system information, and it will even tell me this is my internal IP address, this is the screen resolution and refresh rate I'm at, and I'm at full screen. It even tells me here I'm running the Flatpak runtime, and we're using X kernel over here 5.14.0 something. Tells me the version info, tells me how much RAM I'm using. So this could be very useful. This is meant to be viewed from a TV. It will tell me my CPU here. Huh. I wonder why it's that hot. I'm gonna have to check the cooler. It shouldn't be that hot, should it? Wait, no, that's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Never mind. I panicked. All right, anyway, so, we've already seen this, but this, or actually, maybe we have some of this, but you can see here the X11 is the display type, no HDR. This is a network tab. Anyway, you get the idea. This shows, I've got some different drives mounted on my system here, and you can see that they're here. And then this is the summary we were at. And we should be able to hit escape to get out of it. We can add add-ons. We can adjust the interface. We can adjust different settings. So, for example, if we look here, we can actually look at, I've whitelisted 23.98 frames per second. And what this will do is it will actually switch the output to this refresh rate. So we're not having to do a pull down. If you're fine with pull down, you can turn this on. So you got some options. Enabling double refresh rate is on. I don't have a problem with that. There's different things. We can even do like video calibration here. And so this is pixel aspect ratio calibration. And, so that's something we could do. And, anyway, you get the idea. There's a bunch of different things we can do here. We can look at add-ons. We can do power savings. There's different things we can do. Internet connections. This is an interesting setting here. We can limit how much bandwidth we can use while watching TV. I can see that being useful for those of us that aren't on the fastest of internet connections. We can output our sound. And so, let's say I have that sweet 5.1 or 7.1. We can just select it right there. What's the max that would let us do? 7.1 actually. All right, there you go. I can set my volume control. I can say I can upmix my stereo if I'm using stereo. So there's a bunch of things we can do. GUI sounds, I'm one of these people that doesn't like when the GUI makes noises, so problem solved. I could turn that off. So you can see in some ways this is kind of like an open source Roku. I can set my resolution here, right? So we could make it smaller or bigger. The display mode, we don't have to be in full screen. So if I select windowed, whoop, there it goes. We're windowed now. And I'll put it back on full screen because realistically, I don't know. Maybe if you were setting it up or something, you might want that. But I'd say, especially once that you are done with configuring it, this is designed to be big fonts and stuff, so you can see it from the other side of the room. We can do profiles. I haven't really played with this. Let's see, profiles here. So I guess this could be like, let's see here. Let's say we add a profile here. How does this work? So we'll just call it test user. And again, you can see how it has an on-screen keyboard. We can browse a folder for them. And you know what? I say we just do right there. Media info. Yeah, all that's good to me. Click OK. Start refresh settings. Let's copy the defaults. Why not? And copy media sources. And so we have test user. Now the question is, how do we actually switch? Show login screen on startup. So let's try that. I'm going to exit it and we'll restart it. And we can do that from right up here. And you can see there's different options. We can, shut the, we can log out of the user here. We can power off the system. We got some options. So what if we just log off of the user I'm in right now? And there we have the login screen. This is something until a few seconds ago I had no idea existed. And I can hit OK. And let's see. Is it going to log me in? Yes, it is. And here we go. So you could have, probably like parental controls in that, or you could have different watch lists and such. So that's pretty cool. For me, I don't really see the need in that. So we're going to just, probably can't actually get rid of it while I'm in the account. But anyway, we at least turned that off. So why don't we log back out of the test user now? And we'll just go back under the main account here. Oh, I accidentally messed that up. Okay, and there we go. We'll just log in right here. And we're back logged in. So, again, I think it looks pretty cool. There is themes, for example. So I think we go under interface here. And yeah, here it is, theme. There we got flat. Flat's an interesting design. And let's see, this is the default, right? Yeah, this looks like the default. And then what's this look like? Yeah, they're all kind of similar. I don't know. I think I probably would just go with the default. I think the default looks pretty good. But anyway, you can change all these things. And I think it's pretty cool. So you could store, a bunch of, like podcasts on here or something. I watch a lot of video podcasts, so that would be a great example of this. It can play back all the standard video formats, and you could just hook this up to your TV. It does support radio here, so you could, have some radio stations in here. You can even have some games in here. I wonder if we... only controllers can be used in this game. Okay. I guess I probably should just exit then because I don't have a way to do that. You can record live TV here. Like I said, we've got videos and we already showed how you could do that. You can have playlists in here and, anyway, you get the idea. The software's pretty powerful. We did look at weather here, but we didn't look at the settings, so I can click on that. But how do we, I think it would be under settings here. And I'm not really sure how you do it. Anyway, somebody somewhere can tell me how this works. But anyway, you got a bunch of settings. I particularly like to play within here. Like we were talking about a minute ago, and I kind of got off of it, is adjust the display rate automatically. So this can prevent a pull down for you. There's things you can do like that. You can display 4:3 videos with, different things here. So if you want to zoom into it or something, I generally would like to see the whole image as is, but, if you don't feel that way, that's an option. We can turn on hardware acceleration. We can select the render mode, which looks to be only auto detect, so we've got different options. If you want to play back 3D, you can do that. I don't really see the need. We can look at the subtitles here. And so we can see here position here. We can say where they're at the bottom of the screen. That's where I'd probably like them. But, wherever you want them, you can do that. And you can see we've got some different options. We can enable parsing of closed captions. Right? So we could do that. That's something I'll have to play with. But anyway, so, there's different things. We can use all kinds of different things. We got discs here. So this can play Blu-rays as well, and that's something that I think would be pretty interesting. You know, you can play your own Blu-rays and you can play your own DVDs. You know, a lot of us have a collection of those, and we can do that. As far as like this stuff, we've got different audio encoders here, and it looks like we can listen to stuff. And I think they mean decoder there, but maybe they do mean encoder. Exit disc when CD ripping is complete. Oh, I guess they do. This is like ripping a CD. That's interesting. And if you come up here, one thing I like is if I would put the disc in, I just want to go straight. No simplified menu, no Blu-ray menu. Just play the main movie. So the system will look and figure out what that is and just immediately start that playback. And that's what I want because I want it to be kind of like a theater experience. You know, so that's an option. You know, we did look down here at languages, and we can adjust things like, oh, we want the audio language to be different or something. We can do that. We can use the hearing and visual impaired tracks, audio streams, all that. We can do all that. We can even turn on the expert mode, and you can see here, or no, this is basic mode. So expert mode is what I was on, sorry. But, we can switch back and forth here. So you can see now we're in advanced mode. And now we're in expert mode. And this is where I'd like to stay, because it gives you the most control. So there's that. But again, we do have a lot of control. So I could go into this for a long time, but needless to say, this will turn your TV into effectively just a good Roku box kind of equivalent thing, if that you need that. Everybody, thanks for watching this video. Hope you all found it interesting. Please let me know your thoughts on Kodi in the comments, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody.
And action.